Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
What's up? This is El Presidente.
Oh, this is your boy, gospel icon, my Harold Peoples Jr.
It's Lady, also known as Leah, and you're now watching.
And you're listening to Speaking Plain English.
And the Speaking Plain English with your host Roberta.
Your beautiful host, Roberta Johnson.
With my homegirl, Roberta, on praise.fm.
On Praise FM.
On Praise FM.
Hey, hello, hey, hello, 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 and hello. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Speaking Plain English. Happy Saturday. I am your host, Roberta, and I am so happy to have everyone here. As always, we want you to do all the wonderful media stuff, the liking and the subscribing and the sharing. And as you can see in the bottom, you can also support Praise FM's page by sending stars. If you're on Roberta's recommendations, you can do that too there, whichever one you want to do. Just wanted to say welcome to all of our viewers. If you're here, do me a favor, say hello. Like I said, hi, Lady Rain. Good morning. We're going to, welcome our Praise FM guests. We're going to welcome viewers, welcome Praise FM viewers, welcome YouTube viewers, welcome Facebook, Roberta's recommendations, Instagram. Am I missing anybody? I said viewers specifically. I think that's everybody as far as viewership goes. And I also want to welcome our audio only listeners from wherever in the world you are from. Apparently, there are listeners that are listening in other countries, and I am very excited about that. I am very excited about that. Actually, it ends up being like a little less than half of the viewership that I have on like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all that. So that's dope. I think that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else other than the welcome. And yes, announcements as always. If you are a Black author, Black artist, or Black business owner, and you would like to have an episode on the show, you would like to promote an event, or if you would like, or a product or anything like that, please let me know so that we can go ahead and get you up on here. Or get yourself an ad or a commercial or anything like that. If you have anything that you kind of like, want to promote or want to share. If you would like to be a guest on Speaking Plain English, if you have an idea for a topic that you would like to discuss or you would like to be discussed, you can also contact us as well. I am thinking of other. Oh, yes. Also, just by way of announcement, there's going to be another announcement a little later on in the segment. But for right now, I'm just going to put this one out here. Praise Fest, I'm about to say New York City. Praise Fest Metro, New York and New Jersey, New York City, New Jersey is underway. We still have some spots open for those who would like to be sponsors, those who would like to be, if you're an independent gospel or inspirational artist, and you would like to be a part of Praise Fest, you would like to perform, let us know. If you would like to be a vendor, if you have like a product or service that you would like to sell, like we have tables available, let us know as well. We are getting that together as well. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be in Newark, New Jersey in September. We actually have something kind of new for that right now. We have the opportunity for a very limited opportunity. So if you are, looking to share a table, like if you want to share a table, if like you don't want to purchase a full table, and you would be okay with sharing a table so that you can at least get, you can get some income in there, then let us know. We have a limited opportunity for that. And I think that is everything. Everybody who has had a Earth Entry anniversary or an anniversary or a graduation or any type of celebration, a business starting, congratulations to you. And we are still keeping those who are heavy-hearted, the families and loved ones of those who have passed. There's been another one, I believe, since last week, one or two more since last week. There have been some services that have already gone underway, but there's more that have been added to the list. So we're praying for all of them, all their families and their loved ones, and even those who are still grieving from whenever. I'm not even going to put a time frame on it because there's really no specific time frame for grief. So anybody who was brokenhearted for, losing anything, anybody, grief comes in for different reasons, in different ways for different reasons. So we're not just talking about those who may have lost a loved one, someone who maybe have lost a business, someone who has lost their mind, someone who has any kind of loss that is heartbreaking. We're praying for God to overpower and overshadow you all with his comfort. Okay, so did I already do praise fest? I did. All right, with that being said, we are going to get into today's topic, which is, what are we doing? The reason why let me kind of back this up a little bit. The reason why I wanted to entitle this, there was just a lot of things that I have been seeing over the past week. A lot of things that have kind of been disturbing, and unfortunately, I honestly, and this is kind of like, I guess it's a part two in a sense of last week's topic, because again, like I said, there's a lot of grief. There's a lot just going on all over the world. And again, we did mention that there's a lot of people grieving. So that means that there were, and a lot of the people that have had services for, their funerals and things and homegoing celebrations. Some of them have been live streamed. On top of that, we're the political world is in an uproar. There's just so much, and there's a lot of opinions that are just floating around. And even with this whole thing with the Olympics, so many things about the Olympics. And the newest thing that's basically, I'm never usually one for hot topics. I'm never usually one to do that, but there's just some things that just need to be, addressed, and some things that we kind of need to do what we can in our own, do our part to do something about, because social media has given us something that we didn't have, years ago when I was younger. It's given everybody the right to, give their opinion. And, yes, everybody does have the right to extend their opinion and to add what they feel and add their own, whether ignorant or not, they have the right to do that, because that's basically what social media is for. However, I think that what has gone out of the window are morals and ethics and common sense, to be perfectly honest. Like one thing that I have been witnessing, and again, like I said, social media is becoming annoying. Like, it's becoming loud, it's becoming depressing, it's just too much. It's becoming a lot. But one thing that I'm noticing is that people are just throwing information out there without, fact checking, saying whatever it is that they want, saying their own opinion, giving their own opinions and things. Hey, Big E, is it afternoon? It is afternoon. Thank you for saying that, because I sure did say good morning. Did I? It is definitely afternoon here. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. This Big E from Big E in the Morning Show. His show is usually on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Dr. Lady Rain. Big E, as I said, Big E and Friends is the name of the show, actually. Nikki B, who is she back from Ghana yet? Is she back? And my big sister, who they call Shanana. Can I just say how glad I am that y'all stopped calling her Shayna? So glad. Because it was irking my nerves. But yes, y'all catch them on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. on your commute to work or wherever you are. All right. So yeah, so a lot of people have been kind of giving their just spewing venom. You know what I mean? Hey, Auntie. Good morning, afternoon. I'll say more than again. There's been a lot of people just spewing venom. And again, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, you know. But I don't know. I just think that these things here can cause so much damage, and people don't necessarily realize just how much. You know, people don't realize how much hurt and how much, you know, how many issues and how much these little things right here can affect the life of other people. Unfortunately, how can I say this? Unfortunately, not everybody is able to handle, should they have to, you know, not able to handle, you know, being so much of the negativity, you know, and well, none of us really are made for that, but sometimes it's just good just to shut up and not say anything. And my thing is, if you're all for a healthy debate, because there's nothing wrong with the healthy debate. There's nothing wrong with having differences of opinion and things of the matter. But when you throw stuff out there, when we throw things out there that are just false, and you just saying what it is that you feel, and then on top of that, just people are just mean spirited lately, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Like I have an issue with and this is just like on a personal level. That's one. Let me move on. So this is I saw some things this week, and a lot of it kind of made me wonder about people. Like I'm not going to say which. I'm not going to say which. But one of the I just want to know whatever happened to decency. You know, I just that in a nutshell. I just want to know what happened to decency and order. In general, not just in church, but in general. I saw a funeral, a homegoing service on I don't know if I was watching it via Facebook or YouTube or whatever the case may be. There was a service going on for one of the people who have passed on recently, and of course they did it big because of who he was. But there was just some stuff that was going on there that one, and again, I don't know, and I actually was guilty of sharing one of the things, because I was trying to watch it, and I'm like, maybe they're not allowing people to watch it, but I ended up deleting it after a while because it made me feel some kind of way. So there was somebody who went live at one of the funeral, you know, at the service, and was just showing the body. And in my head, I'm like, did you get permission to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you get permission to do that? And I understand that there are people all over everywhere that wanted to attend that could not attend and all of that. But something like that, it just didn't sit right with me at all. And I'm glad, like, what I ended up doing was I deleted it. I shared it because I'm like, I know that there were people who were looking to see the service. However, there wasn't, I guess they hadn't started from the main page yet. So somebody went live, and it was just I don't know. that didn't sit right with me. I just know that if and again, maybe they did get permission from the family. I don't know. But I just don't think that I would like to see my loved one's body all over. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sit right with me. And my thing is, do people think about stuff like that before they, break out their phones? And even in the thing that made me feel like, okay, maybe I'm not wrong in this, is when the main page actually did start, there were parts of it where they did kind of glance by, because things, part of what was happening, people ended up passing by, but they made sure that the camera angles were not like directly on them. So I don't know, that to me, that's just common courtesy. That's just ethics. That's just, that's just me. I don't think that was okay. And also in the same thing, there was a fun, some people, sometimes there's a reason. I'll put like that. There's a reason why there's an MC. There's a reason why there's mediators. There's a reason that people are given the positions in the service that they're given. And when somebody is deciding to overstep to do something that wasn't part of the program, and then not even just that, but then like be mean about it, like I can this is what I want to do, like the way the mannerisms about the whole thing. I am all for, from what I understand, they were looking to raise funds to give to the family, because I'm sure that they had to come out of like there was a lot, so they can give to the family, and that's all well and good, but there's a way to do things. There's a way to if you want to do that later on. Make that announcement that this is what we're going to do later on. Don't do it in the middle of the thing when all you were supposed to do was get up and sing one song. And anyway, that irked me because one thing that I really do not like, that really bothers me, is when, especially us as Christians and Christ followers, when we do things in a way that embarrasses Christ, that angers me to no end. Because a lot of people were in the comments like, what is happening here? And then that caused a debate. That caused a whole debate on why it was okay to do this, why it's not. And then it's like, we from Brooklyn, this is New York, this is how we do it here. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like how things like that are like, I don't like, and that goes on in a lot of people. That goes on in families. That goes on anywhere where people are known to be disruptive, and people are known to be rude and nasty, and we just accept that's what it is. At some point, something needs to change. At some point, especially if what you're doing is, because I guarantee you, the person who the service was for would not have liked that. Number one. Second of all, that's not Christ-like in any way. Like, you're going to get up there, say that you know that you're only supposed to do this, but I'm going to do this, that, and the third, because this is what I want to do. Really? And then we're expecting people to want to follow us or follow the God that we serve? Come on. That's screwing up the family name, and I'm not feeling that. I don't like it. So that was one thing. And then can I just I think what I want to do, I want to talk to us again. I want to talk to us as far as like, I want to talk to the church. And I know I do a lot of this. Auntie says, I think communication is important. people don't always know the unspoken rules. I guess that makes sense. But this is the unspoken rules. That's the thing about communication, as far as like in the situation that I'm referring to. When you get up and you say that I know that this is what I came and this is what I was asked to do, but before I go and do what I was asked to do, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take the mic from the MC, and I'm going to just, like, they spent at least 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe not 30 minutes, but they spent about a good 15, 20 minutes on this thing. And then he just kept ranting, and I'm just like, yo, this nah. This is not the time or the place. I understand what you're trying to do. It's great that you're doing what you're trying to do, but there's a way to do that decently. Because while you're over here talking about the family has to pay for this, that, and the third, you forget that all that extra time also has to be paid for by them. That you're adding on. When this could have been a post or something done at the end, or an announcement that was made. If you would like to donate to the family, this is how you can do so. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain things. All you got to do is think. All you got to do is think. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But just to speak to the church for a second, and what I'm saying this because I want us to be aware. I want us to be aware of how detrimental this can be to the body of Christ. How detrimental it is, because how in the world are we supposed to add anybody? Like, the devil ain't got to do nothing, basically, because we sabotage ourselves. He be chilling there, standing back there chilling like, I ain't got to do nothing. Y'all making my job easy because y'all out here embarrassing your own selves. Like, really? So this is also something that I've been seeing lately, and I saw somebody else speaking about this recently too, and I'm like, I'm so glad somebody said it. So I'm not naming names at all. I'm not naming any names because this is the one person that I saw do it. Well, no, it's not just one. There's a couple. There are people who are anointed. I'll put it like this: people that are anointed to do certain things and that are in specific positions. And I'm not going to say that they don't hear from God. I'm not going to say that, because sometimes a good portion of, I'll put it like that, a good portion of what is said, what can be said, is truth. However, I say this so much. The delivery and the tone it matters. It matters so much, and people really don't think about that. If your tone is off, if your tone is in a certain condescending kind of way, and you're trying to bite somebody's head off, and you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're mean spirited, if you're saying things with an attitude, most people don't even want to hear what you're saying. People don't. There's a difference. I'll put it like this, because the thing is, it's not even about the volume, because people can be very passionate about something and have a loud volume, and you can feel, the love in it. You know what I mean? You can feel that they're trying to be motivational, that they're trying to, they're concerned. You can hear the concern. But when you can feel and you can say, and you can feel that when you have an attitude in your voice and you calling people out of their names. Somebody made a point of this. Hey, cousin. Oh Lord, you about to come up on here and start. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So what the young lady that I saw, what she said was, and I didn't even think about this. She said, what about because I'm gonna put it this way. There are some people who there are some people, like, when you, like, I say this to my kids, right? If I tell you to do something, right, and you don't do it, like, if my tone is just as calm and you don't, and then a couple of minutes later I say that they don't do it, I might bring my tone up a notch. If I still see that they don't do it, then it just keeps elevating. That I understand. But what about, that's for like the mature people that are constantly, you're telling the same thing over and over and over and over again. That I understand. But you have to remember that sometimes, like, if you are talking to a multitude of people, you have to remember that there are some in there that are new to this thing. And you can't come at them like that. You can't come at them with an attitude and calling them idiots and this, that, and the third for making a decision or not being uninformed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, you want people to hear what God has to say through you. But if your attitude is off, and again, I understand there's a difference between, I understand passion. There's a difference between having passion and having an attitude. There's a whole difference, and you can feel the difference. So if your morals are off, I don't care what you're saying. Some people will push past it and try to hear exactly what it is that you're saying because their discernment is just that great to where it's like, I really hate the way that this person is saying this, but I know that they're speaking the truth. Some people you can't even get, you won't even reach them. Some people you won't even reach them. Or you making them feel, some kind of way, and it's unnecessary. If you're trying to convict something, let God be the one to do the convicting. And he doesn't have to yell. God does not have to yell in order to be, to convict somebody. You just say what he wants you to say and do it. Like, that's why I'll keep saying, speaking the truth in love, speaking the truth in love. In other words, and I've been saying this for the longest, I'm telling you this because I care about you and I want to see you do better. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you thrive. I don't want to see you go down the wrong path, as opposed to, I know what we're supposed to be doing, and I know that you're wrong, and I want you to know that I know that you're wrong. There's a difference. There's a difference. And we have to get back to being our purpose being because we love them. Because the Christ in us loves them to the point where we want to see them be better and do better. All right, cousin. Why are Christians not protesting this transgender bathroom with our kids? I don't even know about that. Not protesting this transgender bathroom in schools? Like, anybody can use whatever bathroom that they want to? Or is it that they have like different, because I've seen in different places where it's just one stall and you can go into, you know what I'm saying? But anybody being able to go in any bathroom? Auntie, exactly. The spirit and intent of the voice and words, they do matter. Thank you. That's exactly the point. That's the whole point. The whole point is I want to be able to, I want people to be able, in anything that I ever say and anything that I ever do, I want people to be able to understand that I say it and I say it because I care. Not because because I have no reason to convict anybody. That's not my job. My job is to just share the truth in love. There have been, I'll even put it this way, motives about anything and everything are important. I'm gonna say this right quick, and then I'm gonna go to commercial, and I have an announcement after commercial. But our motives when it comes to anything is important. Let's just remember that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be mean. Like, there are sometimes there are compliments that I want to give, but I won't because it's not given in the right spirit, or not even given in the right spirit, but because the meaning behind it is more than it should be. I'll put it like that. So I won't say certain things. There are certain things that I won't say, depending on, you know what I mean? Like, for example, cause I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna use you. Okay. So say, for example, my cousin is out, whatever, married man, and there is somebody that I'm laughing for a reason. Oh God. All right. Somebody from his past. I'll put it like that. Somebody from his past, or somebody who has interest in him more, you know, and it's something like that. And it's obvious. It's paying him a compliment about his outfit, or, you know, anything like that. But the way that it's done, the way that it's said is obvious. Like, I would say that that's the wrong motive. I would say that's the wrong motive. You might look nice in the suit or whatever, this, and the third. But if your reason for saying that is to try to make, you know, try to be, for things to kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. That motive is wrong as well. Same concept as if you're trying to say something that may hurt somebody. If you're saying something that may possibly, you know, crush some feelings because it's the truth. Same concept. Same concept. What did he say? Let me put it this way. The president just signed a document that's allowing transgender men to compete with women and use women's bathrooms. You hitting me hard right at this moment, because that I wasn't even going here. Okay, so I think, let me ask you something. Are we getting this from the boxing situation with the two boxers? Because from what I understand, that was actually a biological woman. She just has more testosterone, but she was born a woman, and she just beat the brakes off the girl. But something like that, as far as the competition goes, no, absolutely not. I completely disagree with that. Completely disagree with that. Completely disagree. Auntie said there are choices. Usually there are 3 bathrooms provided any. All right. 1 single stall. That's what. Okay. We completely went off topic. We completely went off topic. But let me go to commercial right quick, and then we're going to get back to what I was talking about. All right. Oh, and there's an announcement afterwards.
Your grandfather drove this?
My dad told me he was gonna fix it up with me.
This is the way he left it. Like everything else.
You are my son, but I'm giving you 1 month to find a job, or you can find one of your little friends that's gonna let you sleep on their couch for free.
Can I help you?
I'm just trying to talk to a young lady right here.
I need for you to leave my shop right now.
I'm gone. And I won't be back either.
That's something right there your father would do.
Well, I ain't him.
You acting like him. Boy, it's hard for a woman to call out the man and her son. I just need some prayer support.
I'm just trying to see about a job, right? I ain't heard about nothing. What, you a salesman for this company?
I'm the president. That's for more. A big part of becoming a man is showing up. Can you do that, Isaiah?
You made all these promises.
When my sister tells me that she needs prayer support, honey, I bring prayer support.
Am I in the right place?
Miss Clara!
We pray that the Lord will open Isaiah's eyes so that he could see himself the way that the Lord sees him.
You're 50 minutes early.
Hey, try not to be late again.
I want to introduce you to a small group of men that mean the world to me. We grow together, we eat together. It's one of the most important things I've ever done in my life. God has forgiven me so much. Who was I to refuse to forgive?
Okay, Jesus, I give it to you.
What kind of man do you want to be? And what do you want people to think when they see you coming?
You only got 6 of us, 7 including Emmett. I'm willing to go the second mile. We can't just walk out and do nothing. Let's roll.
If I may be blunt, a man stands in front of me. Isaiah, welcome to the Forge.
Now that is good. Miss Claire, I need you to come by here more often. Mm-hmm. Keisha needs you.
All right. We are back. Wasn't that a dope trailer for an awesome movie that's about to come out? Matter of fact, okay, so real quick, after that, I just wanted to announce that we are looking to make a to do like a preview, not a preview, but a screening of the movie, The Forge. I'm going to get all the details together and everything, but we're looking to possibly do a screening, an early screening of that movie at New Rock City on the 22nd of August. And on the 22nd of August. And those of you who would like to come, let me know so that we can get you. We have to have at least 25. We have to have at least 25 people. So that would be really, really dope for us to be able to all come together and go to New Rock City and enjoy the movie together. We want to be able to have, positive movies with positive messages, to have higher ratings than they have been, because it's not something that Hollywood necessarily really wants to promote. We already know what that's about. So we got to do it. We have to do it ourselves. So if you're interested in coming with me to see The Forge, it's a Thursday, August 22nd. I believe the showing is going to be at 5 o'clock. I'm going to get all of the information at I'm going to get all the information 5 o'clock or 5:30. I think it's 5:30. 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'll get all of the exact information. I'll get the ticket prices and all of that stuff, and where you can go to purchase your tickets as soon as we get all of that together. But that's the plan. So it would be great for you to come to the movies with me, so that we can see it before everybody else sees, before it actually airs everywhere. Okay. All right. Yeah, Auntie. It looks really, really good. It looks really good. Oh, wait, hold on. So Saturday, August 25th. Okay, so just scratch that, because then I'm going to have to get some more information about that later. All right. I'll get back to y'all on that thing, because I thought it was Thursday. But yes, look out for those details that we'll be having a screening. I thought it was before the movie actually aired. But yes, we're going to do that. All right, guys. So basically, in a nutshell, what I really wanted to, the whole purpose of asking, like, what are we doing? And it's not necessarily just what are we doing, but it's why. It's more of a reason of why do we feel that, why is it that we have to, why do we do things that are so, like, I'm trying not to be so negative about it, but I'm trying to get to, like, the solutions. I'm trying to figure out, like, can we what we can do is we can think before we act. This is a product. This is what happens. Like I said, this is probably a segue from last week's episode to today, because if we don't have the peace of God, if we do not have peace, if we are, giving in to all of the craziness and all of the just all the negativity and all the venom that's being, thrown out there, yo. We're no better. Like if we're not able to keep the peace, if we're not able to be peaceful, then there's so much we can end up projecting our negativity onto other people in the things that we do, you know, on the things that on the thing that we on the things that we do. um and who we talk to, and even how, like, there's just a lot that's happening all over the world that's just like, what in the what how did we get here? So on both sides of the coin, on both sides of the coin, politically, I'll just put it like this: there's a place and there's a way to do everything. Just like I said, there's an attitude, there's a way to speak to people. Like there's again, like with Kamala Harris. Oh, why can't I say her name? With the VP and with the Agent Orange, as he's called. As far as the two of them are concerned, like there's just stuff on both sides. Honestly, that's just like, what? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? There's just a place, a time, and then I don't know. There's just a time and a place for everything. There's just a time and a place for everything. Some things just, some things just scream, I want these people's attention. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop in there for a second. I'm gonna stop there for a second. Does it not show you how important us as Black people are? Does it not show you how much power that we have? Because everybody is looking for us to make the decision. If you know the beginning, the end will not trouble you. Get understanding and use discernment. Boom, auntie. But real talk, like a lot of everybody is wants to influence us, so they're trying to appeal to what they feel like we would want. And to be perfectly honest, it's insulting all around. It's insulting all around on both sides. Honestly and truly, it's insulting all around. So what do we do? Because I don't want to I don't want to end it on a note where it's just complaints. What do we do? We basically do the research that's necessary to find out what everybody's plan is. First and foremost, I'll put it like this. We ask God to show us what needs to happen, where we need to be, what we need to do. Point blank period. Do the research. Because at this point, and I heard somebody say it, what we're doing is we are trying to do what we can to prolong things getting as bad as they're going to get. People will be that's basically where we are at this point. And then, because honestly, and it's not to scare anybody, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. But with that being said, we can do something within our own selves to try to make things as good as it can get. That doesn't mean that we have to just bow down to things being worse. What we can do is, and when I say worse, that that can go so many ways. That's why at the end of the day, the best thing to do is to acknowledge God and ask him what it is that we need to do in general. What is his character? Like, because if we're supposed to be the light of the world, we're doing a horrible job at it. We're doing a horrible job at it. If we're supposed to be the ones who, I see, honestly, there are more Pharisees and Sadducees than there are disciples. And it shows. And it's sad. Because we cannot do anything to help anybody if we don't go back to the heart of God. If we're so concerned, and yes, I'm not saying that we don't need to be concerned about laws. We don't need to be concerned about, um, of course, yes, like I said, morals and ethics for sure. If we need to be concerned about all of that, but at the same time, the way that we go about things makes so much of a difference. It makes so much of a difference. And that's where my heart aches. Because where we know that certain things are not things that God is okay with, where he's not, that he didn't design, is not his design. There's a way. He still loves the individual. Just like you used to be one where you may not have, they try to categorize sin, put it like that. They try to categorize sin as in this is a huge thing, but yet you behind closed doors doing, your own thing. God sees that just as much. Does it justify it? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying, my point is, let's not forget that the way that what Jesus did when he walked this earth, right? He met people where they were, called them from where they were, showed them and taught them how to live. And they changed because of how they saw him operate. That's all we need to do. Just live. Live. Live the way that you're supposed to. Live the way that you're led to. Live, not when I say led to, the way that God leads you to, which is why it's important to have a relationship with him on a daily basis. I mean, not a daily basis, but have a relationship with him so that you can get your instruction from him daily. Because if And I was using, it's been really heavy lately though. Proverbs 5, 3, Proverbs 3, sorry, 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he'll direct your paths. Before you do anything, consult God about it. Good morning, what's the agenda for today? What do you want me to do today? Which way do you want me to go? How do you want me to handle such and such? Like consult him with everything. And that makes so much of a difference in that doing that small bit of work on a daily basis can change things on the grand scale. Because the thing is, the things that are being done come from within. It comes from the personalities that we have. We display the personalities that we have, and it shows in what we do. It shows in how we speak to people. It shows like what's in the heart comes out, and it's showing. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the true hearts of people being shown in the forefront on all avenues. So we got to do heart checks. We got to do heart checks. We got to do motive checks. What's the purpose of me doing this? Why do I want to do this? How do I handle this? What is my part? Yeah. So we're gonna go to another break, and then we'll close it out. All right, T.
Hey, this is Dr. Lady Rain from the praisiest station in the nation. That's right, the Stella-nominated station, Praise.fm. And we are live at the blue carpet for the Stella Awards, the biggest night in gospel. Now, y'all know that I love doing the Golden Mic Chronicles.
Best dressed mic at the Stellars.
I love you.
It was created to make your praise glorious.
I only knew then what I know now. I would have praised you a long time ago.
This fancy mic will give you double, triple for your trauma and all the other drama that you had to endure. Double, you got it?
I got it.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true.
My name is Noah Walker. I'm just a little shy to the...
You shy?
With all of the things we could be inspired by.
Take the guitar and you ding, 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 ding. Come on, clap it. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Winning team, nobody stopping me. Down with Gio.
This mic matches my outfit, so you know, God is doing a new thing.
Amen, amen.
One of these days, I'm gonna see your face.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Ooh, I said this is fancy. Come on, it's fancy. All right.
It is well. It is well with my soul.
To God be the glory. To God be the glory.
I'll say yes, Lord, yes. I will trust you and obey. When your spirit, God, when it speaks to me, with my whole heart I'll agree. And my answer will be yes, Lord, yeah.
Woo! It ain't in my house. Look, I'm on the blue carpet.
My husband wants to know if he can take one of these mics home because this is awesome.
Come on.
Okay.
Golden Mic Chronicles live in effect. Praise.fm.
Sorry, forgot to unmute myself. So that was actually Praise Fest in Vegas last week, 2 weeks ago. So, well, that was the blue carpet from the Stella Awards. So they had a really, really good time. from what I understand. We're trying to bring that up to New Jersey. Like I said, if there are independent gospel or inspirational artists, if you are a business owner and you want to sell some of your products there, you can do that. Hey, Ashley. And also, we're looking for sponsors too. So sponsors, vendors, artists, hit us up if you want to be a part of the Winning Jersey. So basically, I'm done, y'all. There was one more thing that I wanted to, that I totally forgot. I don't know how in the world I forgot to make mention of. But August is Black Business Month. I didn't know that until the 1st of August. So what I'm going to encourage everybody to do is support a Black business. Full time, well, not full time, for full price. Don't ask for discounts. If you get one, great, that's wonderful. But can we? That's another thing, like with the whole "what are we doing" thing. Because us as Black people, we got to stop. We got to do so much better when it comes to supporting our own and supporting each other, without expecting there to be, some kind of incentive, or not incentive, but some kind of discount. Like, come on. Can we do better with that, please? Please. So if you happen to get a discount, that's wonderful. Buy more. If you can. And if you can't, then just share something. Share it on social media, share their socials, or you know what I'm saying? It's so important, especially now, that we do everything that we possibly can to intentionally help each other. You feel me? Anything that we can possibly do to help each other. All right? To support each other. So I love you guys. Cousin, I'm going to call you. I love you. I'm going to call you. And I think that's all that I have for today. You guys have an absolutely wonderful Saturday. Try to stay cool, please, because it's ridiculously hot. But this is the summer. This is the summertime. All right? Until next time, this has been another episode of Speaking Plain English. Bye.